What's up, YouTube? This is Power Surge, and today I want to tell you how to quit smoking cigarettes, or at least how I quit smoking recently. I want to applaud you, first of all, if you found this video because you're trying to quit. You've made this positive decision for your health and wealth. Congratulations. We're going to give you some helpful tips on what I did to quit smoking, and hopefully they benefit you as well. First of all, you cannot quit smoking unless you are really ready. You have to be mentally and financially fed up with cigarettes to the brim, where you just are over it. If you do not really want to quit, if you're on the fence about it a little, maybe you'll kind of quit later. No, this has to be a serious, thwarted effort. You have to be very strong in your conviction behind quitting, or else you're not going to be able to do it. It's really difficult. So you have to be 100% sure that you want to quit, and now is the time, and now you are ready. And how you know you're ready is you're going to have reasons you want to quit smoking, right? I have 3 major reasons that are compelling me to quit smoking right now. One is I've already seen people die of cancer, and now someone I really care about has got lung cancer. And she still smokes, and she's not going to quit, most likely. But seeing her suffer from lung cancer makes me sad and want to quit now. So, avoiding cancer. Reason number 2 is I was watching $8.51 disappear out of my bank account every other day. I was financially over it. This channel is called Power Surge Money, and I was blowing money on cigarettes. I'd buy cigarettes and then light them on fire. I basically light $9 on fire every other day. I was financially fed up. And the third reason is I want to be a better performer. I want to have my best health, strength, and stamina. I want to be able to, as a fire performer, spin really hard for about 5-6 minutes, rest for 5 minutes, and then go again all night long. I want to have stamina to be the best performer I can be as a fire performer. Having these reasons that make you want to quit are important. You're going to need to reflect on those when you're tempted to have a cigarette. So make sure you write down or think of the real reason you're quitting cigarettes and why you want to do this, so you can look back at it. Now, once you know why and you are fully behind it, you're going to need to wean down. At least that's what I did. Most people try to cut cold turkey. If you're sure you want to quit smoking, you should start cutting yourself down. Try to get from 12 cigarettes a day to 8 or 6. Just start reducing your amount of cigarettes. You may need help. In my case, I had to give my girlfriend my cigarettes, and she would give them out to me in ration of 6 a day, 5 a day. Sometimes she would hide them around the house so that if I was dying for one and she wasn't even here, I could find one when she would text me the location of it. So I had to have somebody police my smoking in order to help me step down the amount of cigarettes I smoked. Having that was really helpful. But cut down from 12 to 10 to 8 to 6 to 4. Have somebody give you 3 cigarettes a day, which is very hard. I was at 3 cigarettes a day for a solid week, and then I got down to 2 or 1 as an emergency cigarette that she would give me, until the point where I said it was my birthday. This is my date of no mas. After my birthday, I smoked my last cigarette that I had, and that was it. I haven't smoked in about 24 days, and I'm going to keep on keeping on and not smoke ever again. And I got to 0 cigarettes by weaning down, not by cutting cold turkey. When I'd cut cold turkey in the past, I would have a breakdown, and I would go in the parking lot of a liquor store, and I would sit there staring at the front door of the liquor store for like a solid half an hour, having a conflict with myself of, am I going to go in? Am I not going to go in? Am I going to buy the cigarettes? I'm not. And then eventually I would cave in, and I would go in the store, and I would give them my credit card, not care what the price was, buy the cigarettes, and I would smoke 2 of them right there. And I would smoke the whole pack faster than I would usually smoke. So going cold turkey was not working for me. I had to wean down. Also, getting an app called the Quit It app. Quit It is really good at helping you track your progress of not smoking. You enter in how much you paid for cigarettes and how many you smoked per day, and it'll track how much money you're saving, how much tar you're not consuming in your lungs, and how many cigarettes you're not smoking. It'll also give you health benefits as you go along. Every few days or every few weeks, it tells you what your body is doing, how it's regenerating certain hairs in your lungs, or able to process mucus, or how your lung capacity has improved, or your sense of smell is returning. So it helps track your progress and give you these little achievements, as in, you haven't smoked your first 10, you haven't smoked your first 100 or your first 500 cigarettes. It tells you when you'll reach these goals. So it makes a game out of quitting, and it tracks your progress. So get the Quit It app in the App Store. That really helps quit quitting smoking. It's super fun and helps you track how good you're doing. Next, you're going to need a strategy for combating your nicotine cravings and your cravings for cigarettes. You're going to be triggered by certain things to want a cigarette, and you're going to have to be aware of these triggers and preemptive strike those things. So for many people, going to a bar and being on a patio is light up a cigarette time. For me, I had to straight up avoid bars for like 2 weeks. And even when I'm at a bar now, I have to have some kind of hand-to-mouth substitute. So having a hand-to-mouth substitute is going to be helpful as well. When you're triggered to have a cigarette, have some gum, have a mint, toothpick in your mouth. In many people's cases, they choose vaporizers. You can buy like very small little vaporizers. These are cheap, actually, $30 for a little thing, but you can buy ones with no nicotine, and I suggest using no nicotine. They also sell, this one is CBD and THC. You know, if you're at a bar and you're taking a cab home, you know, hit the CBD pen instead of your cigarette. While everyone's smoking cigarettes, you just hit this thing. So I've really needed some substitute for my hand-to-mouth habit. Having this has helped, but you're gonna need a strategy for all the triggers, not just being at a bar, after a meal, when you're studying, when I'm working really hard on something I want a cigarette right after. So for me, one thing that helps reduce my cravings when I'm triggered to smoke is exercise. Busting out 20 or 40 push-ups brings my endorphins up, it gives me an endorphin high, shortens my breath, and I don't really feel like a cigarette after 40 push-ups, to be honest. It just kind of resets my mind, my body. I just don't feel like having one. It's hard to explain. I've heard other people go running. They go for a quick run around the block if they want to smoke. For me, push-ups have been where it's at. Push-ups and pull-ups make me feel good, and I don't want to smoke. Have that strategy to treat your cravings. Exercise really helps. Maybe some hand-to-mouth substitute or vapor pen may help as well. Eating more. Don't eat so much you make yourself sick, and it's easy for me to say eat more because I'm so skinny, obviously. I do treat myself with some dark chocolate-covered almonds if I'm really hungry right now. I don't like to starve myself when I want to smoke because this kind of increases my craving. So I'm always satisfied with food throughout the day. Like I make sure I'm never hungry because being hungry kind of triggers that craving to smoke. So I feed myself well. Once you've quit smoking for a couple days, you're beyond that 72-hour point. That is an incredible achievement. And what you need to do is continue on that path of not smoking. And you need to really install this idea in your head of not even one. Once you've made it 3 days without smoking, if you just think not even one, you can hold on to that momentum of quitting. If you have one cigarette at that time, you're going to cave back in, or you're very likely to continue having another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then you buy a pack, and then you're not even quitting anymore. So install that mentality of not even one cigarette. After you've quit, after you've made it 2-3 days, you won something. You have a badge now. You earned that 3 days. Don't give in and start the cycle all over again by having even one cigarette. There's an amazing book and video series, I'll put the link in the description, Alan Carr's Easy Way to Quit Smoking. He talks about your cigarette cravings like a little monster that's in your stomach, and this little monster loves nicotine and cigarettes, and if you don't feed the monster nicotine, he pulls at your insides. He makes you struggle and suffer and makes you feel pain because you really want a cigarette, right? That's that craving feeling. But eventually, if you don't feed the beast, if you don't have even one cigarette, you can starve that little monster till it dies. But if you have one cigarette, you revive that little monster and he's going to start cranking at you again. Each cigarette you smoke makes you want to smoke the next one more. So if you've gotten 3 days, don't even have one. And finally, after you've quit smoking for like 3 weeks, do as I'm doing. I am telling all of my subscribers and family and friends that I have quit smoking. I am now a non-smoker. This is going to help me commit to those people. I'm committing to my family and friends. Many friends already know, and if they saw me light up a cigarette, they would be really disappointed in me because I failed. So I don't want to fail. I don't want to let them down. I don't want to let you, my subscribers, down. So that's why I'm telling you in this video how I quit smoking and why. And if you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, smash that like button. Go ahead, share it with a friend who's a smoker if you think it'll help them quit smoking. Please leave a comment, tell me your story with cigarettes if you're on this struggle trying to quit too. And subscribe because I make videos all the time. And as always, have a great day.